Welcome to this virtual information session for the 33rd Foothills Crop Hunger Walk. Here are the committee members this year. We are very excited to see you in just a few days. Local organizations that benefit from funds raised include the Action Center, Community Table, Love Inc. of Littleton, and Sharing with Sheridan Food Pantry. I would like to highlight the Action Center.
We were started in 1968 by a group of church women who really saw a need in the community that was going unmet. And so by the 1970s, we had purchased an old Quonset hut from the Lowry Air Force Base. We set it out on a church parking lot, and we began to serve our community. We're serving probably somewhere in that range of 20 to 30 households per month, and it was a good thing, but the needs continued to grow. And so then in the early 90s, we purchased the old Lakewood Post Office, which is the building that we're in right now, and we began to serve more people. But the need, again, continued to grow. So then in 2014, we purchased the Program Services building where we do all of our programs and services. And so now we're at the point where we're serving anywhere from 80 to 100 households every single day. Well, you know, it takes an army to do the mission of the Action Center. Many folks, sometimes upwards of 60 to 70 volunteers are here every single day. Probably the biggest thing that comes in through here is through our food rescue program. So we currently go out each day to 10 different grocery stores and 4 Starbucks where we pick up food that is coming off the shelves fresh. And that's what we get into our self-select grocery store, which we'll show you in just a little bit. But you know, right now also individual donations will come in, so people will drive through our dock, drop off individual donations, and those are very important as well. But I will tell you, since COVID-19, donations for food have significantly decreased. In fact, our food rescue program, we're getting 10,000 pounds less every month coming into the Action Center. So the need is great, and also the need for more food for us to serve folks has increased a great deal. Right now, we're spending anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 every single month purchasing food from the Food Bank of the Rockies just to keep up with the growing demand. And so, you know, food drives are really important. A lot of organizations will do food drives for us so that we can bring in those extra food.
We've actually been seeing an average of about 185 households a day coming through for help, and that's double the amount of households that we were able to serve when we were operating inside, which is just fantastic because the need is so much greater right now, as I mentioned before. So when people drive through, they're able to not only get groceries, but they're able to get hygiene items and some additional assistance to make sure that they have everything they need to take care of their families right now. So right now, I'd love to introduce you to one of our participants. He's a great example of the kind of situation that's happening for families in our community right now and why the services of the Action Center are so important. So here's Drew.
I think the Action Center, they've been helping. We adopted a little girl a year ago, and so we have a family of 5, plus I've got a granddaughter, and this helps a ton. I can't work right now with my hand, and I've got disabilities, so every little bit that they've done has been greatly appreciated.
Oh, thank you. So So here we are outside of our program services building, and I thought we'd take a look inside and see what's happening inside the program services building right now and talk a little bit about what it normally looks like. So come on in. So here we are inside the lobby of our program services building. Typically, before COVID, this is where our participants would first come and be greeted, and there'd be rows of chairs here so that people could wait to be served. And we had a line of folks who would come and check in with our volunteers and let us know what they needed. Right now, this is the staging area for our outdoor distribution. So you'll see behind me hygiene items, toilet paper, baby items, diapers, wipes, all of the things that our families are in great need of right now. And our volunteers come here and get things ready to be put in the cars that you saw outside. Also, at the program services building upstairs, we're meeting great demands for rent assistance and utility assistance. Now, on a typical year at the Action Center, we'd usually have about $100,000 of rent assistance going out to households around the county. And this year we've had over $575,000 of rent assistance going to households in our community to keep them housed, to keep them safe. It's such a huge increase just in a matter of months, from March until September, already $575,000. By the end of the year, we anticipate probably spending about $750,000 just on rent assistance alone. The other great need that we're serving upstairs right now is utility assistance. And with utility assistance, we've already distributed over $300,000 of utility assistance this year. Again, that's a big increase from other years, and we know that's just going to continue on in the months ahead. And we are so grateful for the support from the county and the local municipalities and individual donors like you that have helped us to be able to step up and meet the need. We've, with that support, been able to keep 260 families housed during this time and serve about 575 with utility assistance has helped them to keep the lights on and keep things operating in their homes safely. So thank you. Jefferson County right now. We know we've distributed over 1 million pounds of food just since COVID began in March. So there's a tremendous need for food right now in our community, and if you can help by bringing donations of food to our dock or sending donations that we can spend to bring more food to those in our community, that would be a huge help right now. In addition to our food distribution program, we've also responded to participant requests to get our clothing bank open and operational again for those who are trying to get their families clothes and their kids clothes for school. Let's go see what's happening in the clothing bank. So here I am in our clothing bank, and we've been so thrilled to be able to reopen our clothing bank by appointment. We're keeping things safe for COVID, and we're having 6 participants come per hour so that we can keep people well spaced within this small physical space. And our participants are shopping in masks and gloves so that they're being very careful with our volunteers and with our staff. Everybody's staying healthy and safe while the shopping's happening. So while they're here, they have about 20 minutes to shop for their whole family. We have items for kids, we have items for grown-ups, we have work clothes, we have casual clothes, we have clothes for the winter, and this is another area where we can really use donations to keep our supplies filled and to make sure that we're able to give out what everyone's needing, especially as we go into those cold winter months. So
now, you know, here at the Action Center, a primary part of our mission statement is that we want to help people find a pathway to self-sufficiency. You know, we love giving out food and helping with clothing, but you know, we're more than just a handout. We want to be a hand up. We want to help folks find their pathway to becoming self-sufficient. So part of that is we have a group of volunteers who are on the phones, and they're reaching out to our participants, and they're talking with them, finding out what their challenges are and what are they facing, and what resources do they need in order to continue moving towards self-sufficiency. And so once we hear those stories, then our advocates, our volunteer advocates, are able to connect them to the resources that they need in order to find their way. Again, thank you so much for coming to our virtual tour. We really appreciate your time and the interest that you've placed in the Action Center. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn you back over to your host. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you again.
Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you'd like to see the full video, it's about 20 minutes, and the description is linked in the description of this video. Now let's hear from some of our participants.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'm co-coordinator for the Foothills Crop Hunger Walk. This year we're walking September 26th around Clement Park right here, and we're so excited for the in-person walk. We had a virtual successful walk last year where we raised over $26,000 for CWS and crop hunger walks around the world. I walk because I really love gardening, and I love the benefits of growing my own vegetables. Not everyone has the ability or the access to healthy food options. Crop Hunger Walk and CWS help build community gardens, and one important crop that they help establish is pumpkins. They're very nutritious and full of vitamins and minerals.
Disasters occur worldwide, both locally and internationally, and Church World Service responds with supplies and support. Our Crop Walk funds help Church World Service in their services. As recently as the events in Haiti and the Middle East, Church World Service has responded to those affected communities. They also help with local efforts, for example, coronavirus when it affected local and worldwide populations, but also food banks when they're helping their local residents respond with their food needs.
This is Josiah. I've been doing Crop Hunger Walk for 9 years. I walk because drinking clean water is essential for a healthy life. Many kids walk 6 or more miles, sometimes more than once a day, to get water. In developing countries, the water usually is unclean and causes nasty tummy bugs and can lead to blindness. Help me help others donate to Crop Hunger Walk.
Hi, I'm Kim. I've been doing Crop Hunger Walk for 9 years. It's important to me because Crop Hunger Walk helps to promote women and children getting better educations. They also help women to become more self-sufficient, and girls can get educations past primary levels. In developing countries, many adult women cannot read or write and are dependent on others for their survival. Girls are not educated past primary school, so please help us help to educate women, girls, and children around the world.
You can visit our website to register as an individual or with a team. You do not have to be registered to donate. Our registration numbers right before this session include almost $5,000 raised. Keep up the good work. Here are some of the teams registered online. The money may be used for animals, crops, water, or other things that bring income and nutrition to families and communities. The committee is working on some exciting things for Walk Day since we will be in person in Clement Park in Littleton this year. When you pre-register, you will help your team or group toward the chance of getting an anonymous donation. We encourage everyone to pre-register with a team or as an individual. You do not need to donate when you register, but it will contribute to our overall goal. Thanks to Yours Architecture as a sponsor, we have an exciting new 23-foot banner that will be hung up before the walk at Clement Park at the corner of Pierce and Bowles. This year, we have raffles with prizes being drawn after the walk. Prizes include doggy goodie bags, restaurant gift cards, entertainment gift cards, and more. There will be several ways to gather raffle tickets and increase your chances of winning, including bringing food donations and visiting stations around the lake. Church World Service and Crop Hunger Walk have lots of resources available online. The support site has great tips for registering, how to personalize your page, and creating a Facebook fundraiser.
By linking your page to your Facebook account, you can set up a Facebook fundraiser that's linked to your fundraising on your Crop Hunger Walk page. That way you can expand and amplify your reach when it comes to raising funds from friends and family. First thing you want to do is make sure you're logged in the upper right-hand corner. Make sure that instead of saying log in, that it has your name and your picture if you've uploaded a photo picture. Next you want to do is hover over your name and then scroll down to Manage My Page. From inside Manage My Page, you'll go to the far left. You'll see about halfway down, it says Create a Facebook Fundraiser. If you click on Create a Facebook Fundraiser, it pops up your section here where you can do that. Some little tips here that our Facebook fundraisers raise more than $150 more through Facebook. So definitely worth it. So next you want to do is continue with Facebook. And then what you'll need to do is sign in to your Facebook account. So I have done that. Congratulations on creating a Facebook fundraiser. It gives you the link to do that. And then you can, it says, what do you want to call your fundraiser? I would put the name of your walk and the title, just for ease of tracking that. And then you can put any type of information you want in there and your fundraising goal. It should mirror whatever was already on your page. And then you just click Save. Then that means your fundraiser has been updated. The great thing about that is as you raise money on your Facebook page, it'll show up in your total on your crop page. And as you raise funds on your crop page, it'll show up in your Facebook page. I'll show you quickly what that looks like on Facebook. Let's see, we'll click on that link. And you will see, here is my Facebook fundraiser for the Crop Hunger Walk. So it puts in a nice header, it puts the title, it has my goal of 500 and why I'm walking. And then as people donate, it'll show up here on that page. Hope that's helpful.
From my experience, you can manage your Facebook fundraiser from your Facebook account. And you can change the main photo to something more personal and set the time frame and end date of your fundraiser. We can't wait to see you on September 26th at Clement Park. Pavilion P is near the community library on the west side of the park and overlooks the lake where we will be walking. You can contact us via email, mail, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have physical donations that you or others would like to mail in, please use the P.O. box. We have created a QR code that you can scan with your phone to link directly to our main webpage. The QR code is on social media and on other materials we have handed out. You can also create your own QR code if you know how and share that with family and friends by other means that you would like. Thank you so much for attending, and we look forward to seeing you soon.